Okay, so now we're going to do Christine's eyes for a nice daytime look. And we're going to use the Glow Metallic Smoky Eye Kit that we talked about earlier on. So we've got the 4 colours there in different shades, and we're going to build it up. So we're probably not going to use all 4, but we are going to go from the lightest to the darkest, but just keeping the dark shades right into the outer corners of the eye so that it's not getting too heavy. So I'm going to take an eye contour brush and sweep the lightest colour just all over the eye area. So I'm taking it to just over the crease line. And the most important thing is for it to be well blended. This is your base colour, so it's what's going to show off the other colours you're going to use. And try and do the same stage on each eye at the same time, because it's difficult if you do one eye really great and you try and catch up.
That's true.
Most people have a preferred side, so most people have a side they're better at than the other, so you have to make sure that you practice to get them the same. Okay, and then moving on, I'm going to take the 3rd colour in the set, down in the bottom here, and I'm going to use that on the outer portion of the eye and just use it in a shape that's going to lift the eye slightly at the outside, because it's really flattering for everyone to make those nice sort of almond shape. You already have the almond shape, but many people don't. Yeah,
enhance it a little bit.
So just taking it on the outer corner and onto that crease bone. So you're just warming up the outer portion of the eye. And we're not trying to do, a really sort of definite colour or shape. What we want is that we want it just to look soft. And we want to enhance the natural shadow that you already have with those bones. And to blend, I'm just going to use the eye contour brush that I used for the first colour, and I'm just going to take that around the edges, so you make sure you've got no hard edges. And by doing this, blending with the brush that's either got a lighter colour on it or a clean brush, you're not adding more product where you don't want it, you're just blending in the colours. And then you can go in and build up more density if you want. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then just blend it in. I'm just adding a tiny bit more just right in the outer corner. So when you add sort of 2 or 3 colours together, what you get is a bit more of a 3D effect. It's very easy and tempting just to go straight in with one dark one and try and smudge it around, but it doesn't give the same effect. It's all about the blending. Okay, I'm going to concentrate right in that outer corner now with the very darkest one in the palette. I'm using this mini crease brush because it's got a really nice blending edge on it, and also it's so small that you're not going to take dark colour where you don't want to.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to blend that colour in. I'm not surprised you like this kit, it really suits you.
Just very warm, beautiful colors, really, so natural as well.
And easy to travel with because the palette doesn't take up much space and you can get quite a few different looks from it. Okay, so you can see we've just done a really soft eye there, nice and diffused with a little bit of darkness to the outer corner. We're next going to move on to doing some eyeliner. So let's use a nice soft brown, keeping it nice and daytime. The Glow pencils have got the pencil on one end and then you've got a sponge to smudge on the other side, which is really useful. So especially if you're doing it on the run and you haven't got a brush with you,
Sure.
it's perfect. Just close your eyes, please. So I'm going to actually use the side of the pencil and not the point, which gives a much softer feel, but also it means that you can control the line a lot better too. So starting from the outside and just working your way towards the inside. If you just open for me and just look up and to your right. I'm just going to do that little inside corner there while Christina looks away because it's more comfortable. And then if you just close for me, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just following the natural line. I'm not changing the line particularly, and I'm not taking it too far out because we want to keep it quite nice and soft. And what you're really trying to do is add definition to the lash line. Instead of drawing a really hard line, you want the lashes just to look really full. If you just look up and to your left, and again, I'm just going to do that little piece right in there. Now, I'm not going to put any on the bottom for daytime because you've got really nice, strong bottom lashes anyway. So for a daytime look, you kind of have that covered.
That's quite enough.
But I am going to take a little brush. And I'm just going to use this one. It's called a smudge brush, and I'm going to use it just to smudge in that that brown line there, so that it's nice and soft. And you'll find that the pencils just stay so well because minerals themselves, 100% minerals like these are naturally water resistant, so they stay really well on your skin. If you just look up for me, I'm just going to do a tiny bit in the outer corner, just so that bit is nice and dark. So that's the eyeliner done. Very quick and simple. Next, just to give a bit of brightness as well, which we all want for the daytime, and Christina obviously has a very, very busy schedule. So we're going to take the peach pencil. So this is an eye pencil that's been specially designed to use on the inside, the waterline of the eye. So it's going to cancel out any redness make the eyes look really big and bright. So it's perfect for everybody. So I'm just going to take very gently into the inside here. And try not to do it for too long so that you're not blinking. Now when you have done your actual eye makeup like that, then what we're going to call that the picture. So now I'm going to put the frame in, which is the eyebrows. So we're going to use glo's Precision Brow Pencil. And again, it's another very handy tool because it's got the pencil on one end and a nice little brush on the other. So what you're going to do is first, before you start filling anything, actually brush the brows up and across, because that will give you the true shape of the brow. So you want to just make sure that everything's going in the direction that you want. Now we don't want to fill too much for daytime because we want to keep it nice and soft and natural. So what we're going to do again is using short strokes and using the side of the pencil. I'm going to start from the outer third because that's where it tends to be a little bit stronger, where you want it a bit stronger, so it's much easier to go in there first. So just starting. And when you look at Christina's brows, they're quite a nice length. Might need to add a tiny, tiny bit on the end, but she has a great shape. So. And always remembering that although we all want our brows to match exactly, they're sisters, not twins. So we don't all have like completely symmetrical faces. So you have to, you know, bear with yourself and let yourself off. You're not, no one's going to be exactly the same, but you know, the closest that you can get it is good. And then what I'm doing is I'm just brushing through afterwards as well, because that just softens the pencil that you've put on. So it keeps it nice and diffused. And then if you want to, you can just pop on some clear brow gel afterwards. So we've got a nice clear brow gel, comes in a handy a bit like a mascara wand. And if you just stroke it through after you've done your brows, it's going to keep all the hairs in place and keep everything we've done exactly as we want it, so it stays throughout the day. I'm using a clear one, but you can also get ones in different shades. So you don't have to, so you don't have to use the pencil and stuff. You could just go straight in with them if you wanted to. The clear one is my preference, but everybody's different.
Looks like natural.
So nice and natural. Okay, so we're just going to finish off the eye area with some nice brown mascara. Keeping it soft again for daytime. If you just look down for me, then I'm just going to take it on the top of the lashes first, and then coming up underneath. So when you come down on them first, what you're doing is you're taking off any of that powder from your eyeshadow that you might have dropped, which people get annoyed with themselves for doing it, but it also makes your lashes nice and thick once you put your mascara on, so it's no bad thing. Beautiful. And that's our eye look complete. And we're going to move on next to doing some lips.